Hey everyone, this is Shubham, and in the last lecture we have seen that we have completed our what? We have completed our identity and access management as promised. We are going to proceed further with another service or another part of AWS, which is EC2 instance. We're going to start with now. Why EC2 instance? Because the most important part to learn cloud, to learn AWS and stuff. Why? Because okay. So first, what is EC2? So EC2 is like, if you go by bookish knowledge, it's like elastic computing cloud and provides you kind of virtual server. And then you got to work on that. And now we'll come into the real world things. So EC2 is something, so EC2 is a part of AWS's infrastructure as a service, right? And its characteristics is like pretty simple. It sounds like pretty simple, but again, they're not pretty that simple. But yeah, it just the virtual machine which I have said, with virtual server, which I've said to you, that means it's a virtual server, and it works on these kind of stuff, like, or it has these kind of characteristics, like it stores your data, it gets you virtual machine on rent, like pay as you go, and yeah, it provides you a service. So for storing data, the service would be called as EBS. For getting virtual machine on rent, the service would be called as EC2. And yeah, and suppose you need to distribute your load across your machines. For that, you're gonna have a service called ELB. For service scaling, you've got a service called EST. So yeah, EC or Elastic Computing Cloud or Amazon EC2. So this is part of, again, this is not a bookish knowledge, this is like real world knowledge. It's a part of infrastructure service, provides you virtual server. Now, when we have discussed that, again, we're gonna see everything on, we're gonna do hands-on on everything. Before we'll start with that, I thought like I'll just let you know the basics of it. And another thing is like EC2 operating system, right? So what and all operating system it supports? It supports you on Windows, like Linux and Mac OS, Mac operating system. And yeah, so what and all, so see how it works. It's like it will be giving you a list that you choose any of these virtual server, like suppose T2 is a family, R is kind of a family, and those families are gonna have like CPU. What is CPU clock time? What is random access memory that is gonna get provided? What is the storage space? And storage space is like network storage space or attached storage space. They're gonna provide you firewall. They're gonna provide you network speed, and they're gonna provide you Bootstrap script. So now everybody knows, like whoever we are working on computer, like what is CPU, RAM, storage space, firewall for safety and security, network speed. Now, what is Bootstrap? Okay, so Bootstrap, if you go by bookish knowledge, it's like kind of a CSS still style script, and to work on our mobile first application. But over here, I'll say Bootstrap script is something like, suppose once you go ahead with your application, or suppose once you go ahead with your suppose you're working on some kind of application that that needed a silent install. Okay, what is silent install? You have installed an application that is required to get run on Java, Node, and everything, but user does not want to install Java Node, and user does not know how to install Java Node. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna do silent install. Suppose the user has installed that particular application, everything will be installed with that on your system, right? A similar way, Bootstrap script runs only once. Not similar, but yeah, it's kind of a brief about Bootstrap. Runs only one. What it works on? It works on like installing your software, upgrading your software, and stuff like that. So yeah, Bootstrap script. So these and all EC2 does. Now, what I was thinking, before in the next lecture, we'll start with the our hands-on. I'll show you how this EC2 family you're gonna select. So you must be seeing on our screen, right? And this R family, R5 family, R5A family, R4 family, and stuff like that. So these are instances, and you see, suppose this is R6Z medium you have selected, right? So it will be providing you 1 vCPU. The memory would be 8 GB. Instance type is EBS only. Network's bandwidth is gonna give you up to 10. Okay. And up to 4,750 is gonna be your Mbps EBS bandwidth. And any family you can select, suppose R60 metal. That depends on your organization requirement. So suppose over here you are seeing only EBS one, right? Right. And now after EBS, you will see some network one as well. So this is attached memory or attached instance of storage to your EC2. So this is why this has been given like NVMe SD. So again, that depends on which family you have been choosing, and with that family, which services are gonna or instance size you're gonna choose, and then based on that, your virtual server or virtual machine will be set up. So, and then suppose over here you have TR1 family, VT1 family, and so every family has some certain some certain like prices that you have to pay, and the performance type. So this is one this is storage optimized family, and this kind of memory optimized family, this compute optimized family. Over here you have C6I and stuff like that. But we are working on what? We are working on free stuff, right? So see, journal purpose. You go in journal purpose and you will go in T2. The T2 micro, which we are going to work on, that is going to be free. T2 nano and T2 micro. So these will be free, and these provides like one vCPU, credits are, and 0.5s memory gigabyte. So this is the latest one with T2 nano, and this is T2 micro. So we're going to work with any of these, and it provides you around a good amount of hour in a month to proceed it without any charges. Now, when we have discussed this, we will set our billing dashboard also once in one of the lectures, so that whenever suppose we are working on a free account, right, and we are not willing to, or you are not willing to pay any charges, you can set up an alarm that, hey, AWS will tell you, hey, you are using excessively, the time or the time you have been using our services getting passed in this particular month. Stop using that, otherwise we'll charge you with this amount. You'll get an alert. So this kind of billing dashboard you can also set up. I'll show you also that thing. But yeah, we were discussing about EC2, and this is pretty much it, I guess. This is pretty basics, and I guess we are done. We are good to go to start with our hands-on. And yeah. So with the recap, I'll tell you what and all we've discussed. Again, EC2 basic is like, again, it's kind of elastic compute cloud and infrastructure as a services. But what it does is like store data, get your virtual machine on rent pay as you go, get your ELB service, get your ESG service. These for service scaling, ELBs for load across machine. Then, what and all operating system, it works on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Provides you CPU, RAM, storage space, firewall, network speed, Bootstrap script for installing upgrading software that runs only once. And then we have discussed about the families. So we're going to work mainly, I guess, with these two or these three families. Basically, we'll be sticking to T2 family only. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll be waiting for your feedback. Till the time, thank you so much. And from the very next lecture, we'll start looking into EC2 from detail. And detail, I mean to say, everything will be doing it hands-on. Because I plan like we should be able to get to know about AWS that much that we can clear our CCP certification. When the goal is that only, right? And yeah, thank you so much. I wanted to say.